Hi, I'm Rachel, a Radical Soul Untangled. Tell you a little bit about myself first. So, about 6 months ago, I started a Facebook page, and my initial goal with that was just to share my spiritual insights and attract like a small following and just help uplift the people in my life spiritually. And then about a month or two after that, I had taken up tarot before that, and I was doing tarot readings for myself. I put out an offer to do free tarot readings for people, discovered I was actually quite good at tapping into my intuition and channeling that as tarot readings. But when I started charging people any kind of money, which I was not charging a lot, I was charging like $11 for a 3-card draw. That would have been like 20 minutes of me interpreting it though. And there was no takers, none. In fact, there were people complaining that was too much, or that I shouldn't be asking for money at all. I had plenty of takers when I was asking for a $5 donation. And only one person out of like the 6 or 7 readings I did, only one person paid me the $5 minimum. Anybody that paid me more was somebody who actually already knew me in real life. And I was doing these recorded tarot readings that were like, ended up being like 30 to 50 minutes long. And I always got good feedback on them. So I knew I had these gifts, but I could not figure out how to monetize them. And then back in, oh gosh, not a few months ago, it was middle of February. So 6 weeks ago at tops, I got an email offer from Lorna Gabriel from Lux Godhead about the marketing class and the free light gift material. Started going through that, doing my shadow work. That helped me realize like I could charge way more, but I was still keeping myself very small, very limited to this, just doing tarot readings. And maybe somebody might pay me over $100 for a really good tarot reading. Like, oh, that's about how much a good therapy session costs, is like between $100 and $150, $200 or more. I could charge that, maybe. Still wasn't really getting any takers though. And then I felt called by my soul to like, we're going to do coaching. We're going to do coaching. We're going to do relationship coaching, because we're really, really good at figuring out how people interrelate with each other. We're really good at that. So let's do that. But you got to quit your job first. Shouldn't I wait until like this coaching business? I have a plan, and I have this, and I have, maybe a client or 2 or 10 under my belt, so I can justify quitting my job, which I'm only working part-time anyway. So shouldn't I can do both, right? And it's like, no, you cannot. No, you cannot. You've been trying to do both, and it's not been working. We need you to quit your job now. And I did it. And that was the hardest, scariest thing in my life. But still, there was this gap. There was this, my hands are close together here, but it felt like this gap was like massive, wider than my arms, of how do I get people that will pay me my worth? Because I am all about decommodifying myself, no longer satisfied with the idea of being paid a standard pittance that bears no reflection of what my true authentic value is. And so through Lorna, I discovered Victor, and this is where, I've had all these shifts, and they've been massive shifts, but this is the shift that made me go, oh, I can do this. Victor was kind enough to put up offer for a dossier And even though I felt, well, I didn't feel I wasn't ready. I thought I wasn't ready, but I felt like I was ready. So I raised my hand and said, yeah, I'll see what it is, you know, because I was toying with the idea of having a 3-month coaching session and charging $5,000, and that felt like a huge reach. And I get my dossier from him in just a couple days, the prophetic dossier, and it's telling me you can do 10,000, starting off 10,000. And the most important part, here's how you find your people. Like he didn't tell me things I didn't know when it came to like my talents. You know, he's like, yeah, marriage counseling, boom, you rescue marriages. You know, you save people from like the brink of divorce even. It's like, okay, yeah, wow, okay. I mean, I was kind of thinking more tweaking, but okay, yeah. I mean, I could do that. I can do that. I'm fully capable of doing that. And he was like, here's how you find your clients. And it was like, oh, because here I am looking around at the people I already know, and most of them wouldn't even be able to afford 3 months of weekly $100 sessions to save their marriages, let alone, you know, $5,000 or $10,000. And he's like, no, you start off $10K. Here's how you find your clients. Here's how you get your, not even here's how you get your energy. He's just like, the rate limiting step, my words, not his. That's my science brain. But the thing that slows you down the most is you getting yourself in that energetic alignment to attract those clients. Now, here's some things that you might need to cut out on your social media. And here's some ways to enhance yourself, enhance your image. And so that's where I'm at now. And that just, that did that final flip, that filled in that gap that I was having, that I was struggling with, going, yeah, I guess I could eventually charge people $5,000 or $10,000, but I don't know how. I was still stuck in that starting off super small and building up some support and everything. Because I already have enough support, more than enough support that I need to get started. And Victor just helped clarify. And you know, and then I also got the like hour-long, you know, Zoom session with him, just to talk over, just to explain it. Because at first I looked at it and I was like, oh, I charged $10,000 off the top of the bat, right off the bat. I mean, eventually, really, still wasn't quite sure how to do it, but talking it over with him just brought in so much clarity. And because I believed in myself, you know, he believed in me and I believed in me, and it just created this synergistic balance, a momentum. It just got this momentum really actually going for me, because that was my biggest block, was how do I attract these people? How do I find these people? These people in my 3D world seem to barely exist, and yet they're actually all around and definitely online. So yeah, I've had this huge up-leveling in my energy thanks to Victor, and of course all the other people who have helped me along the way. But this most recent transformation that I've had, that I already see it in my friends, in my family, and my roommates, like they already see them reflecting back to me, this up-leveling that I have. And already my speech and talking is more direct and concise, because his confidence in me helped amplify the confidence that I was building in myself. So anyway, yeah, I highly recommend working with Victor. And this was just one initial dossier and one session, 1 hour long session. So I can only imagine like the astronomical change that could happen for somebody who could afford to work with him on a continuous basis. So yes, I'm deeply grateful to you, Victor. Thank you so much Thank you for helping me realize that this really is possible. And I can't wait to see the results of this shift. I mean, I'm already seeing the results, right? So, all right. Thank you. I hope this helps. Take care.